Oh, hello everybody, if anyone's on. I see a few viewers, so let's start. If there are technical issues like I'm talking too quiet or anything, please do let me know. Alright, so today we will process M42. We will begin right from the start, including pre-processing, and hopefully we will have a final image after the stream. Yep, so I have a preset of processes with default settings for some of the stuff I used to do, and we'll start with flat frame calibration. Well, we also can just see how the data looks like. Yeah, so I imaged another target that night, and right, so I have flats for my M42 here, and they are not calibrated, so yep, let's just do it. I didn't image luminance frames, and I forgot to change the naming for frames, but these are correct blue frames. So this is going to be only purely RGB without luminance. Maybe we will just extract luminance when processing. And that's what I usually do with one-shot color images. Right. It was bidding one-on-one, so we'll use usual bias frames, and master dark is optional here. So, but I think I have shorter ones. Yeah, there we go. I think this will be better for flat calibration. I might be wrong here though, but this usually works for me. And we see some warnings in the console that says that after subtraction of dark frame from flat frame, noise is higher, so the process skipped the subtraction for that specific frame because it would end up with high noise according to the whatever it calculated. Yay, okay, so blue frame is done. Time for another one. I see my computer is struggling a little bit with encoding, so all the processes will be slower. Yeah, you're. um, that doesn't bother me, so I don't even notice it because usually images are taking up the space, so whatever. I probably should have posted this well ad that I'll be streaming much earlier than 12 hours before the stream. But anyway, I'm also recording, so this will be you will be able to watch this later, and other people too. Alright, onto the last flat frames. Oops, I just messed up a little bit with settings there. Yeah, I wonder how many people are actually viewing this, apart from two that are in chat. Winston, well, the reason for not using batch pre-processing is actually I like to be in control of the all the settings that the background processes in batch process pre-processing hidden. Well, and I'm not sure. It's probably really slower, but I have to prepare the flat frames from each night. So batch pre-processing. Well, yeah, I think you could do that. Well, I don't know. Basically, the reason is I like to be in control of the settings. There's isn't much anything else to this. Alright, so onto the integration of flat frames. I use WinSonrise Sigma clipping with 4.4 Sigma here. It usually works well. I didn't have any issues with these settings before. Let me start this. Well, I use batch pre-processing actually for one-shot color images when somebody shares their data because it's faster, and but I do not use it for alignment. I use it only for calibration and and that's it. I usually fiddle around with the star alignment process before registering, like the setting. Hold on a second. Yeah, I enable distortion correction and whatnot. Not all the images work with default settings, so you can't really mess around much with anything in batch pre-processing. I do flats each night, not because I set up and tear down each night, but because I have to collimate my telescope before each imaging. So I remove the camera, and that means that something will be in different rotation than it was before. Oh yeah, I also run SFS for my images before alignment, so yeah, that's also the reason why not to align with batch pre-processing. Oh, Winston, I'll show how I'm using a subframe, what not the script, subframe selector. Yes, so maybe it will help you to learn. Maybe I'm not using it correct or something, but alright. So we have calibrated flat for blue. We have some vignetting. So this actually shows that my imaging train isn't completely collimated. It might be that secondary mirror is not exactly centered under the focuser, but yeah, it corrects usually well enough to not bother with it. Yeah, okay. I love the discussion that's happening in the chat. I didn't expect this. Yeah, I have 5-inch Newtonian telescope. Yeah, that's also true that you can see stuff that's happening with your flats. The Well, I had a few times happen that flats were overexposed, and I wouldn't have noticed that with batch pre-processing in time. Only after calibrated lights getting really weird. So yeah. From what I noticed, Deep Sky Stacker isn't that good with calibration. I'm not sure if I was using wrong settings or anything, but PixInsight's results are much better. I can't even compare. Okay, so we have integrated flat frames and calibrated, and we'll start calibrating the lights. So the settings are identical to flat calibration. The only additional thing here is that I enable master flat, and that's it. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, looks good. Let's do this. Well, for my money on performance in my astrophotography setup, the first thing was a comma corrector. Oh my god. And the difference is just it's not possible to image without it. Like, silly. And the second thing was auto guider, and I'd say the pixel size is only on third place, but just that's just me. Oh wow, already 20 minutes passed. This is so slow. What I'm doing? Why I'm trying to calibrate the same frames? What is wrong with me? Oh dear God, I had bad names for the frames, so I have to redo the blue calibration. Damn it. These are blue. They have to use the blue for flats. Oh my god. There we go. Well, Winston, regarding the SGP and Nina, I think SGP's edges on automation and scheduling of stuff, and you can connect observatory stuff. I'm not sure you can do that with Nina. Can you? Yeah, exactly. That's when you just set up all your stuff and have configuration laid down and it's running smoothly. It usually doesn't make sense to just jump off to another software. Like, many people are still running Maxim DL just because of this reason. processed frames. This pre-processing stuff is taking at least 3 times slower than it's usually taking. Well, that's because of all the encoding the computer has to do for the stream, I guess. And also the amazing Intel security updates, which are slowing down the CPUs. Framing and Mosaic Wizard is amazing. It really helps. And with the new SGP version 3.0, they're releasing even more stuff related to it, I think. I'm running. Give me a second. Oh, how do I do this? My PC. Nope, not like this, but only here. Yes. Yeah, i5, and this, you can see it. Yeah, I'm not gonna spell it out. It's far from high end or anything. Alright, so we have calibrated our light frames, and the next step I usually do is cosmetic correction. So I just load up all the calibrated images, and as I don't have 15-second master dogs, I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to use auto detect and just lower hot sigma a little bit, and this should do it. Cosmetic correction usually really helps for integration. It allows you to use less aggressive settings in pixel rejection section of image integration. And if you don't dither, well, this is a must, because then you'll have hot pixels integrated into even brighter hot pixels. Winston, ZVO filters. Well, you can't expect much from ZVO filters. They are cheap, so yeah. There's also always this rule that how much money you pour into this hobby, it results into what you get. So until you get astronauts, you will have issues with filters, be it ZVO or astronomic or Baader. Each of them has some issues. I personally use Baader LRGB filters just because I got a good bundle along with my camera, so I paid like €100 in total for the LRGB filters. So and I don't have much of an issue with them. They don't bother me much, except for blue filter on bright stars. It usually brings out some reflections. But I know what I paid for. I know what I was expecting, and I'm fine with it. So. Rolandai, jo, aš iš tikrųjų planuoju, kiek aš laiko skirsiu vienam subui. Jeigu tai yra iš anksti planuotas objektas. Jeigu, pavyzdžiui, šitas yra kaip kad M42 dabar, kurį fotinau, tai iš esmės aš jo net neplanavau iš vis. Tai vietoje sugalvojau, kiek laiko, kokio ilgio ekspoziciją darysiu. Bet dariau pakankamai trumpas, vien dėl to, kad tai yra ryškus objektas. Ir žinau, kad galiu išdeginti centrinę dalį. O šiaip kitiems tai jeigu RGB objektams, tai aš nuotraukas darau arba 5 arba 10 minučių, o jeigu tai yra per siaurajuosius filtrus, tai dažniausiai 20 minučių. Bet čia yra mano kameros ir teleskopo kombinacijos rezultatas ir eksperimentų. Is the stream dropping even audio or what? It's probably just dropping frames because of high CPU usage for processing the frames and encoding video. I think I'll have to stop recording it or just lower the resolution. Yeah, I think I'll lower the resolution. Okay, so cosmetic correction is done. I think one other thing I can do is lower the thread count that PixInsight is using, just to improve the stream performance. Where is it? Oh, here. Maximum number of processors used, so let's lower that to 2. It's gonna be slower, but I think it's gonna increase overall quality of stream. So the video and audio is freezing from time to time, right? Okay, so we did cosmetic correction, and the next step is use subframe selector. Our pixel scale was like this. Okay, so let's add only. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'll have to rename some frames. It's confusing right now. I might have made a mistake. Yeah, I have to somehow figure it out which frames are which. Okay, so blue. Blue starts at 003. This and ends at here. So these are blue. Green. So is the connection, the audio and video freezing all the time, or only when some processing is happening? Okay, so fixed. Blue frames, measure. Rolandai, dėl kadrų kiekio, tai viskas priklauso nuo kokio ilgio yra vienas kadras ir iš tikrųjų ryškumo pačio objekto. Aš sakyčiau, iš patirties, tai 10 kadrų neužtenka, aš darau po 20. Bet ir tai, kartais tai atrodo, kad yra per mažai. Kuo daugiau, kuo geriau iš esmės. Kuo daugiau kadrų, ar RGB, ar luminance, visą laiką yra geriau. Jeigu tik tais gali skirti laiką, turi pakankamai giedros. Here you asked for a link where I got that timer, so here it is. Okay, so I had Chrome eating up lots of CPU because I had that tab with countdown open, and I think I had a stream open, so I closed that, and now it should be better. If it's still freezing, let me know. Yay! So we have some statistics on the frames. Let's sort them by this. So I had wins up, so the results are terrible, but I don't care. But this image, so for subframe selector, I run first time measurements to get the data, and then I use this Excel I have for calculating weighting formula. I always use the same approval, but I usually also go and discard or accept images manually in this table. Yeah, so this is the Excel I use, and I'll have to, oh my god, I'll have to input the lowest WHM, and then the highest. I was thinking about automating this part, but didn't have enough time to do that yet. Maybe somehow incorporate into this subframe selector script. I don't know. Okay, so we have the selection of weighting expressions, and depending on the target, I use a different one. I use aggressive FHM for galaxies because it usually sorts the images better for when you need like really crisp details. I don't have any proof, I just experiment a little bit, and for all the others I use this one, original variable weights. So let's just measure. Today before stream I was cleaning up a little bit my processing folders, and I came up to this folder I have where I process stuff from other people, and I just removed one folder and I freed up 700 gigabytes of data. It's ridiculous what PixInsight does with data. But to be fair, it was M33 that was composed out of some 700 images or something like that. So yeah. So guys, how about the freezing ups and interrupts right now? Is it better? It should be better, I think. Alright, so let's sort by weight. And let's check out the data we have here. I think I'll reject some of those frames and I'll accept this one. It just stands out with its eccentricity, but it will do, it will do. This one's terrible, so yeah, I'm not gonna use that one. It's terrible on all the accounts. Alright, so let's output. Get next. Green. Measure. So Twitch says we have 5 people online. That's cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I thought nobody's gonna come. So from looking at the time, I think like at least an hour until we start processing an image actually, and we finish with pre-processing at the speed. Registration and integration themselves gonna take a while. So the green frames are much better than the blue frames, we can see. Anki, that's cool. Congratulations on on the telescope. Oh man, looking at the chat, I think we have a huge lag between the chat and the video. I think it's about a minute. How about somebody says something after I say mark, like 1, 2, 3, mark, and like write something like, I don't know, whatever indication that you heard. Why is this frame rejected? Probably eccentricity, but we'll approve it. It's good enough, I think. Okay, so last of the frames for approval. Yeah, Eeyore, I think it's a lot behind. Like, a lot. It's it's a bit challenged to interact like that, actually. Oh my god, it's like solid 2 minutes. Jesus. I wonder why that happened. Oh well. It's not like I'm. It's not like it's gonna be a real issue or something. I'll answer the questions when they pop up, and you'll hear them a few minutes later. Not biggie. We have time. In the place I usually image, there is zodiacal light. It's not super bright, but on good nights it's really visible, and it's kind of light pollution. So red frames are also good. So only the blue frames are completely terrible. NK. Well, the adapters are branded for specific goals, probably because it's easier for people to search for than using the actual connection type like M48 or something. I think I'll accept this frame also. Jonathan, I think I agree on that part that it would be nice to be able to open images or interact with the rest of the pics inside while the script dialog is open. It sometimes is an inconvenience. Alright, so subframe selection is done, and now on to the star alignment. For star alignment, damn it, I forgot to select the best frame. Okay, so let's just redo the measure. Yeah, you're okay. I'll try to drop in FPS. That helps. Yeah, I can't actually drop the FPS. I'd have to restart the stream, so that will be an experiment for another time, I think. But I can lower the bitrate just a little bit more. We'll see. Winston, that's cool to hear that you didn't miss anything I said, only the interrupt. Um, I thought that all the stuff I was saying was completely gone when it froze. Actually, I think I might restart the stream. Okay, just before that I will. Okay, so 11 red. No, wait, 19 red is the best frame apparently. 19, okay, so this one. And let's use it as a reference. Okay, so let's drop FPS. Okay.